Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't posted a broadcast feed yet. I'll be back in a second. Anyway, welcome back to the Proton Splat League. It's still week 7 somehow. No, we're getting to the end of it, at least. Today, we've got the Courageous Boomers Revengence, holder of the longest name in this season of the Proton Splat League, versus the Takoroka Titans. I'm your main commentator, Solid Mushroom. Let's get started. With the teams, we've got Courageous Boomers Revengence, captained by Tiger Cat, featuring a boy in his turret, Clover Dover, Stormblight, and Splat. Meanwhile, over on the Bravo team, it's the return of the Titans, the Takoroka Titans, with their names spelled correctly this time. You're welcome, Michelle. Captained by Fen, featuring Drakathu, Anemone, Caitlin Uwu, Crimson Sun, and Damatsta. Taking a look at the maps and modes. This is the 4th time I've commentated on these maps and modes, and frankly, I'm kind of tired of them. Not as viscerally opposed to them as week 8, but, you know, I've seen them a lot. Let's tab over to the game as we get ready for Turf War, Wahoo World, Splat Zones, Flounder Heights, Tower Control Ship Cargo Company, Rainmaker Humpback Pump Track, and Clam Blitz Brinewater Springs. While we are waiting for everyone to file in here, we've got some Turf War on Wahoo World. There is currently some discussion in the commentary channel in the Discord. Seems as though this may wind up being a 3v3 instead of a 4v4. It's up to Takoroka to accept. Alright, looks like these matches will be a 3v3. Stats team members of the chat, keep that in mind. Let's see which one of TKO will be leaving. As a reminder, in a 3v3 setting, it is important to actually set both teams. You can only get away with avoiding setting Bravo team in a 4v4. want to give major shoutouts to the Takoroka Titans for being incredibly patient with this week's match. Incredibly patient and understanding. This match was originally supposed to happen yesterday. However, due to someone on Courageous Boomers being unavailable at the match time, they requested a pushback to today, which the Titans agreed to. Well, last second update, actually. It is back on as a 4v4. While we wait for Courageous Boomer's 4th, now would be a great time for me to pull up the standings. Unfortunately, I don't have that immediately on hand. I don't have that on hand to show, that is. I can pull it up, but currently in first place, we have the cross-country couples with 85 points. Following close behind in second place is Grim Kraken with 75 points and 5 fewer played games. In third place, just 2 points behind Grim Kraken, we have the Criminals. In fourth place, with a bit of a drop-off, 9-point drop-off, we have Team Sol. In fifth place, with a handful of games having been forfeited to Day-Old Sushi with 62 points. Only 1 point behind them is Sparkling Sea in 6th place. 4 points behind that is Slant. And 2 points behind them is Planet Firefin. In 9th place with 52 points, we have the Inkslingers. In 10th place with 51 points, we have Coughing Baby. In 11th place with 47 points, we have Technical Difficulties. And in 12th place with 36 points, owning a tie over Spectacular Dolphins, it's the Golden Octos. Continuing down a bit, again tied with Golden Octos, we have the Spectacular Dolphins. In 14th place, with 35 points, we have Rep Ika. In 15th place, having sacrificed some games to Day-Old Sushi, we have Prismatic Ink with 33 points. In 16th place, with 32 points, we have Geek Ink. 17th place, with 24 points, we have Team Isuba. In 18th place, with 22 points for now, we have the Takoroka Titans that are playing in this match today. In 19th place, with 35 played games and 22 points, we have the Splashdown Crusaders. And in 20th place, but not out of the game yet, we have 13 points for the Courageous Boomers Revengence. It is a very close season, this game. Or it is a very close race this season. I don't know if this is the last match this week, but it certainly is one of the matches this week as we get into Turf War. What need be said about Wahoo World that hasn't been said already? It is a theme park. I hear their food isn't great. Actually, considering that this is theoretically post-apocalyptic Japan, the food is probably pretty good. Certainly better than American fast food places, or American, like, amusement park restaurants. Alright, just waiting on some of Courageous Boomers to ready up. Not exactly a high bar to clear there. True. Chat is ready for this match, and so am I. Let's get into some Turf War. A quad shooter comp from the Courageous Boomers. Meanwhile, the Takoroka Titans have a bit more diversity. On the side of Courageous Boomers Revengence, we have an Octoshot replica, we have a Tentatek Splattershot, we have a Vanilla Splattershot running nothing but Special Charge. They are ready to spam that Trizuka, and a V Junior, with plenty of sub-saver for double bombs. Meanwhile, on the side of the Takoroka Titans, we have a custom E-Leader ready for that Kraken. We have an NZAP 89 with a lot of special saver. They are expecting to die and throw out chumps anyway. We've got a Ninja Squid Brush, and we have a custom Splattershot Junior. Early turf possession seems to be in favor of the Courageous Boomers as far as mid-paint goes, but the Takoroka Titans seem to be cleaning up their base faster. We see strikes come out from the Courageous Boomers trying to retake mid as they lost some mid-paint to the Takoroka Titans. We get a double kill on that Trizuka. 3 down on the side of Takoroka Titans. Trumps are ready and deployed from the Titans. We see a double kill from the NZAP 89. The Kraken comes out ready to disrupt that Trizuka. 2 down on the side of Courageous Boomers. One minute left on the clock. And it's looking like TKO is in a good position to push forward into Courageous Boomer's base. We see the Junior get a bomb pick on the NZAP 89. The Whale comes out, targeting that Junior and finding the pick. 3 hit, that's a wipeout. Takoroka Titans are forcing the Courageous Boomers into danger. And with only 17 seconds left to do anything about it, the Boomers better act fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Courageous Boomers were still in danger, so that game goes to the Takoroka Titans. Let's go ahead and give them their trophy. Next up, it's time for the bad map. Looks like we might be seeing a substitution from Takoroka Titans as we get into Splat Zone's Flounder Heights. We've seen close games on Flounder, but I don't like playing on it. If I got better with Tri Nouveau, I'd probably like it more, but as it stands, it's just not great. As mentioned by Butterminer in the chat, the Courageous Boomers Revengence need 10 points from this game at minimum in order to stay in playoff contention. So that's a lot of points for TKO to that's a lot of points to grab from TKO. Let's see if they can pull it off in the ranked modes. Looks like there's some careful weapon deliberation going on the side of Courageous Boomers. Alright, let's get into it. Very different comp from the Boomers. Also a different comp from Takoroka Titans. On the side of the Boomers, we have an Inkline Tri-Stringer, we have an NZAP 85 for the cooler, we have a Tri Nouveau for the cooler, and we have a Dynamo also for the cooler. That is not a lot of retake specials on the side of Courageous Boomers. Meanwhile, on the side of Takoroka Titans, we have a Range Blaster, we have a Dreadringer, we have an Ink Brush, and we have a Gold Aeris Threat. Unfortunately, with no retake specials, things are not looking great at the start of the match for the Boomers. Takoroka Titans has them pinned back to their ramp. And with people staying vigilant on the only other side path to get to zones, the Boomers have gotta get some picks here, otherwise it is game over. The Boomers do manage to take a zone, but it is not permanent by any stretch of the imagination. That is game. Triple Cooler was perhaps not the way to go there. I appreciate the hustle. If you're gonna die, die frequently and come back even faster. But, like, you gotta have something to retake zone. That was a KO victory for the Takoroka Titans. Unfortunately, if my math is correct, that means that the Courageous Boomers are out. The most they can earn from this week is 9 points. They can still earn those points and try and make the math work out, but it does not look favorable for them making it to playoffs. That doesn't mean they should stop, though. Because it's time for some tower control ship-shape cargo company. I guess I can ask this. Any of y'all get some good Aurora pictures? Because I didn't. I slept. Let's get into the game. Similar comp from TKO, but something completely different from the Courageous Boomers. We've got a 96 deco for that Kraken. We've got a mini Splatling, we've got a heavy edit Splatling for the Cooler, and we've got a Flames-A-Roller. Meanwhile, on the side of TKO, we have a custom E-Leader, we have a Neo Splash, we have that brush, and we have that Très Nouveau. We see the Kraken come out from TKO. The heavy edit Splatling was hoping to get a kill on that jump, but unfortunately it wasn't quite enough. Courageous Boomers do take the lead as they get to checkpoint, but they're 3 down. Takoroka Titan is now in possession of that tower, with that brush sharking. Two down on both sides as the missiles come out and pick off someone from TKO. The Courageous Boomers could take this opportunity to get that tower back to checkpoint. The strikes successfully keep the Boomers off tower. And unfortunately, a tag team of the Brush and Tri Nouveau are able to put that heavy edit in its place. TKO makes it to first checkpoint and takes lead back. Clearing the checkpoint too. Well, checkpoint 1, but they clear the checkpoint as well. That Kraken is comfy up there on that tower. Score so far is 71-29 in favor of TKO. E-Leader trying to get some picks, but unfortunately not quite able to see anyone out in the open. Meanwhile, the Brush has a lot of attention from the Courageous Boomers. Boomers fire up missiles on all 4 members of Takoroka Titans. Unfortunately, the Boomers then go 3 down. All the Titans have to do is defend that tower. KOs aren't worth bonus points, but looks like they're going for 1 anyway, just for the fun of it. That Kraken is comfy on checkpoint, clearing through it with ease, only to get pushed off by one of the Splat lanes. Takoroka Titan's new lead is 17. And unfortunately, we have a disconnect so late in the game. That disconnect is too late for anything to be done about it. Courageous Boomers have to play this now as a 4v3. And unfortunately, the one who disconnected was their cooler player. This is not an enviable position to be in. But the Boomers seem to be making the most of it. It's a battle of the Krakens for that tower. And unfortunately, that is it. The game goes to the Takoroka Titans. You got it, Michelle. That was not a KO win, but a win nonetheless for the Takoroka Titans. Looks like everyone has successfully rejoined the lobby, as we now see a substitution. It's time for Rainmaker Humpback Pump Track. We've seen some close Rainmaker games on this map this week. Of particular note are some of the ones that I was fortunate enough to commentate. Let me double check the match replays real quick. Technical difficulties versus Isuba was really close. As was Grim Kraken versus Day Old Sushi. If you've not seen those matches, I encourage you to do so after this session. Let's see if we'll see yet another close match. It's time for some Rainmaker. Interesting comp change from the Courageous Boomers. Meanwhile, TKO is also running something different. On the side of Courageous Boomers, we have some Dapple Nouveaux. We have a 10-sec splatter shot, we have a custom jet squelcher, and we have an NZAP 85. Meanwhile, on the side of TKO, we have a Forge Pro, an NZAP 85, a Brush, and a Blob Lobber. Two go down right away on the side of TKO, as that C-Jet is able to keep them out of mid. TKO dies to the rain. And with two down, it's possible that CBR will be trying to make a push. They take lead, but it's still way too early to call it a lead. TKO takes first checkpoint as the Courageous Boomers go two down. Unfortunately, the kill streak just continues, but TKO goes three down. This is shaping up to be a bit of a bloodbath at that first checkpoint. TKO managed to get it down to 48. Unfortunately, they're not able to get that Rainmaker out of danger. TKO could swoop in and get more points. Unfortunately, TKO goes three down here. We could see the Courageous Boomers make a comeback. The Blob Lobber dies a little too late as they're able to get those posthumous picks. TKO's positioned, but gets found by the C-Jet. Unfortunately, they die to a suction bomb off the Rainmaker shield. TKO back in possession of the Rainmaker. Unfortunately, unable to dodge that Reef Slider. Courageous Boomers are able to get it back to mid, but the NZAP dies before they can throw down their cooler. TKO back in possession as they're trying to continue that push. TKO manages to get their cooler out, but they're not quite able to grab that Rainmaker. We will see the Rainmaker reset as that Bloblobber goes on a bit of a killing spree. That blob is being a nuisance for the Courageous Boomers. As TKO pushes forward with a wipeout. They managed to get the Rainmaker to 22 points. Meanwhile, the Courageous Boomers still haven't broken checkpoint. 1 minute left on the clock. The Boomers attempting to make it to checkpoint, but the Ink Rail goes unchecked. TKO manages to get the pop and holds the Maker. But they go down. TKO may be trying to go, maybe trying to just stall that Rainmaker out, stall out the rest of the game. But they are alone. Courageous Boomers managed to get a wipeout, and they might just take this into overtime. Unfortunately, they don't! Yes, they do, actually. This is an overtime. But they weren't able to take the win in the end. They managed to cling on long enough for an overtime point, but that game goes to the Takoroka Titans. Total score now sits at 1-11. So, let's give them their flowers. The game goes to the Takoroka Titans. We are coming down to the end of our set and the end of Week 7. As it is time for some football. On Brandwater Springs. People are saying Moray Towers is coming back. No, Brandwater Springs is the better Moray Towers. Well, better in quotes. It's the new Moray Towers. Just like how Shipshape is the new Arawana Mall. You know what map I think we are getting back? Blackbelly Skate Park. I imagine Skate Park is going to be the only map to appear in all 3 games. But Michelle, what if it's both? What if it's both Blackbelly Skate Park and Skipper Pavilion? Well, we can talk about it all we want, but it won't change the fact that we are on Clan Blitz, Brandwater Springs. On the side of the Courageous Boomers, we have an Inkbrush Nouveau with that stamp to get in. We've got a 10 attack splatter shot. We've got a custom blaster, and we've got an NZAP 85 for that cooler. Meanwhile, on the side of the Takoroka Titans, we also have an NZAP 85, along with a custom E-Leader, a mini Splat leg for Bubble, and a Cold Arrow Spray. Current clan economy seems to be favoring the Courageous Boomers. However, neither side has a power claim just yet. Two down on the side of Courageous Boomers. First power claim gets made by Takoroka Titans, and they are in position to score! There's some football for you! Unfortunately, they get wiped out in the process. And with a power claim of their own, looks like they might be ready for an immediate push into Takoroka Titan's base. Inkbrush trying to find some footing, trying to build their special. The Kraken comes out, though, and the mini Splatling puts an end to their idea. But the Courageous Boomers do manage to score. They even manage to take lead. Unfortunately, that is a belated wipe. Current scores are 65 to 71. It'll take more than a power clam for TKO to come back from that lead. But they managed to break through anyway. And they score a clam! The lead swaps back with another power clam in just to further cement it. We've got some football happening. And it is not looking great for the Courageous Boomers at the moment, as they are 3 down. And their football expires, but they have another one. Current scores are 65 to 42. Yes, we do in fact say football around here. TKO looks like they're gearing up for another push. We see they have a football. We have a bubble. And they go for it. They managed to break through their penalty. And not much else. Current scores are 65 to 40. Less than a minute left in the match. Will the Courageous Boomers be able to make a push and take lead back? Down on the side of TKO. Not quite a wipeout, but that might be enough for the Courageous Boomers to score. But where's your clam? You made all this progress and didn't bring a clam! There's the clam. If they jump in, they might just take this. They took lead. Clam Blitz goes to the Courageous Boomers in overtime. The Boomers refuse to be shut out. Clam Blitz goes to the Courageous Boomers. And that's your set. 4-12. An exciting ending to this game. That's gonna do it from me. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And keep it tuned to the Proton Splat League.